Rahul Gandhi has just blinked. He has chosen a second seat after Wayanad for the Lok Sabha election, but it is not Amethi. He has chosen Raebareli. So, in this election, the great grand fight of Rahul versus Smriti is not happening. So, is it a cop out? What is the strategy? Why has Rahul chosen to come back to UP but not Amethi, which he represented since 2004 before he lost in the last election? To analyze this and talk about it is with me is Sanjay Singh. Sanjay is a very senior journalist, one of the best political analysts that I have had the opportunity to work with, and he is currently the consulting editor of IANS. So, and I am BB Rao. Welcome to India Today, SoSouth. So, Sanjay, early morning, I think it was they woke us up with a not we are not very startled in a sense. We have been expecting that he would come to UP, right? The only surprise is that he has not chosen Amethi. So is this a cop out? What is it? What is the strategy in coming back to UP, but not choosing to fight or take Smriti Irani head on? So your opening comments, and then we'll carry on the conversation.
So I think the Congress strategists perhaps decided that it was for a long time that there was no suspense movie had come in theaters or on OTTs. So therefore, perhaps they planned to keep the people, give people a bit of thrill, a bit of suspense. If not by not telling the story till last minute, early morning, on last day of nomination, because today, as it is last day of nomination filing for these seats. As you said, Rahul Gandhi choosing to opt out of Amethi, I would say that this is a very strange situation whereby, and unfortunately, incidentally, Prime Minister also mentioned what Rahul Gandhi always says in his public rallies and to his Congress workers, Daro mat. Now, here is a situation which the BJP has already, since the Prime Minister has said about it, Modi has said about it. So, down the line, every BJP leaders and workers start saying Rahul Gandhi, dar gaye, he got afraid and fled from Amethi and gone, perhaps thinking that Raebareli would be a safer seat. Now, that raises two situations. A, either Gandhi family was really very afraid to fight against Smriti Irani, to my information and what people are talking, because these are elections, election time, and what matters more than what political leaders say, what people talk more on chai shop, pan shop, khet mein, in farm field, wherever, that nobody from Gandhi family was willing to take on Smriti Irani. Priyanka Gandhi had refused to take on Smriti Irani. Rahul Gandhi refused to take on Smriti Irani. And that, I think, is very, very detrimental for prospects of Rahul Gandhi. Also, not just Amethi, in any case, is now a gone case. It's only a story of margin. The anticipation and suspense would be of what margin Kishori Lal Sarma gets defeated by Smriti Irani. But this talk will go on that Gandhi family डर गया स्मृति ईरानी से और डर करके वहां नहीं जा रहे. That is going to go down the wire among great talking point among people. It has already started. So therefore, I don't think this was best strategy, and withholding the decision till early morning, and because I say people, we all were talking, we all were looking for a Smriti versus Rahul Gandhi fight. Wayanad, as it is, him taking on A. Raja's wife, CPI leader, was not a very happy, healthy sign again for India Alliance, because there was a lot of back and forth, conflicting voices going on between him, Pinari Vision, and so on and so forth. But Amethi and Raebareli, no matter what Congress leaders are saying there, I saw some Congress workers enthused, but that is Congress culture. They get very hyper, some of them get very hyper, anything relating to Gandhi family. But down the line, to my experience, whenever I have traveled to Amethi and Raebareli to cover past elections, also during the time I used to work with you, And then, if you remember, Kishori Lal Sharma among Congress workers also is not a very likable person. Of course, those who have his patronage, they like him, and those who don't have his patronage seriously dislike him. He is not a popular, not at all of a popular figure out there. He is Gandhi's representative out there in Amethi and Raebareli. Not so much in Amethi, more so in Raebareli. Why I am bringing Kishori Lal Sharma into topic A, because he is Congress party's in charge now candidate from Amethi. Perhaps Gandhi family is thinking that he'll prove to be a Satish Sharma. What Satish Sharma proved to be for Sonia Gandhi, KL Sharma can prove to be same for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, but that is not a good strategy. I think that's a bad strategy, because anything doing with Amethi uh, is only bring negative headlines for Gandhi family. Gandhi family dar gaya, bhag gaya, is that conversation is already there. BJP, as Prime Minister has said, is going to take it forward.
So, uh, Sanjay, since you mentioned Prime Minister and Dargaya Bhagya, so let me just play the 1 minute clip because he is
मैंने पहले ही बता दिया था कि शाहजादे वायनाड में हारने वाले हैं और हार के डर से जैसे ही वायनाड में मतदान समाप्त होगा वो दूसरी सीट खोजने लग जाएंगे और अब दूसरी सीट पर भी उनके सारे चेले चपाटे कह रहे थे अमेठी आएंगे अमेठी आएंगे, लेकिन अमेठी से भी इतना डर गए, इतने डर गए, वहां से भागकर अब रायबरेली में खोज रहे हैं रास्ता। ये लोग गुम गुम कर सबको कहते हैं डरो मत, मैं भी आज उन्हें कहता हूं और बड़े जी भर के कहता हूं, अरे डरो मत, भागो मत। मैंने पहले ही बता दिया।
is a master at kind of seizing opportunities that we know. So, is this, Sanjay, what I fail to understand is that Prime Minister has been saying this for the last 15 days now, that he will leave Wayanad. Obviously, BJP wanted to put a doubt in Wayanad voters' mind that Rahul will desert you, right? So, he's been saying it. It's not, I don't think it is anybody's, I don't think it is possible that Congress decided only this morning that Rahul Gandhi should contest Raebareli, right? So why didn't they 15 days ago at least announce this? If you have made up your mind that you have to go back to UP and it cannot be Amethi, why is it that they kept this for 15 days? Now, very close to the elections, the BJP campaign is going to be Dhar Gaye Bhag Gaye, right? And it's going to impact both Amethi and to an extent maybe Raebareli too. So what is this strategy, if you can explain to me, of withholding this till 5 hours before nomination?
See, perhaps for once, Congress strategists thought why surprise element be only be USP of Prime Minister Modi, Amit Shah, and BJP. They also should have some surprise and suspense factor. Perhaps that was one of the ideas, but not a very good idea, I must say. This perhaps was decided or being talked about in Gandhi family, because this connotes 2-3 things which have serious kind of implications for Congress party and for its supporter. That Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi actually got afraid of Smriti Rani, what Prime Minister is saying now. B, Rahul Gandhi, who says and in the past had said that Congress's candidature in Congress party would be decided by kind of a primary that happens in United States of America. And therefore, the candidate would be selected based on what workers and supporters out there on the ground say. Now, every single leader from Congress party were saying, claiming that this time Rahul Gandhi is going to win, Smriti Gandhi is going to be trounced. कांग्रेस एक गलती कर दी अमेठी के लोगों ने, and he is going to come back and he is going to fight and win. But in the end, it all has been negated. So there are certain implications of that. Rahul Gandhi is going to face criticism. Second, when you leave Amethi, and as you said, why this must have been decided much before. An indication to that comes that Robert Vadra claimed his candidature from Amethi quite vocally, and Robert Vadra's kind of close supporter Jagdish Sharma also voiced this many a times. Posters came out in Amethi, posters came out outside, and Robert Vadra. This again proves that Robert Vadra holds no position, has no gravitas within Gandhi family if Robert Vadra's candidature has been rejected second time, because or has not been given any seriousness, even as Priyanka Gandhi carries surname of Vadra. So Robert Vadra again was negated. You pick up somebody, and because nobody else was willing to contest, actually, therefore you pick up KL Sharma and you move to Raebareli, thinking that this is a safe seat. Now, in my
go ahead.
Now, in my experience, this this proves, and whatever Prime Minister said in a taunt, in sarcasm, that will prove to be very costly to Gandhi family and Congress party, because as it was, whatever they were doing in terms of manifesto, in terms of doing other things, building a narrative, Modi's counter have been very sharp and incisive, digging deep into and putting them in a situation where they have virtually become defenseless. Now Amethi and Raebareli is going to give a few more great punching power to BJP against. Now coming to Raebareli. Raebareli, of course, was better off than Amethi.
Can I just intervene? 1 minute. You mentioned KL Sharma and the son-in-law, Robert Vadra, right? By choosing KL Sharma over Robert Vadra, who was repeatedly making his case for Amethi, what is the message that they're first sending to Robert Vadra himself? And what is the message to the country that the family wants to send?
I think in some time we all would be waiting as to Robert Vadra what Robert Vadra says on this. Today he was, of course, there on Fursatganj Airport, white shirt and white pant, and looking very happy. It gives a message outside that Gandhi family does not want to associate Robert Vadra politically with the Congress party. Of course, he is an important man. He is Damadji, and therefore he has his clout. But if you associate Rahul Vadra politically, then perhaps baggage would come harder on Congress party. Even as Priyanka Gandhi went to Enforcement Directorate with accompanying Robert Vadra, and he was called by the ED. Now, the second earlier also, Robert Vadra had once gone to kind of Amethi and Raebareli in 2000 assembly election, and was doing a bike yatra, and his son was I think also there, and he next day he did a disappearing act, and it was then said that he was asked to disappear, not to campaign. He has his political ambitions. But again, that becomes a talking point, and I wouldn't be very surprised if Smriti Irani, while campaigning in Amethi, also moves into to campaign not just for herself, but campaign against Rahul Gandhi and for Dinesh Singh, the BJP leader out there. Because now it is proved in public mind, because in elections, as I said, it is very important what people at large think and perceive and believe and talk. And Smriti Irani is going to give great more talking points while stepping into the adjacent seat of Raebareli.
So now let's go to Raebareli, right? So I'll just give you a quick update on what has happened over the years in Raebareli. 2004, uh, Sonia won with 58.75%, which went up to 72.23 in 2009, came down to 63.8 in 2014, and fell to the lowest so far for Sonia Gandhi in 2019 at 55.8. And BJP, for the second time, it was the runner-up in these four elections, and BJP got a vote share of 38.36, which is the biggest that it has got so far. So, is the momentum with the BJP, considering that it's a different election? There's no Sonia. Of course, Rahul has entered. How easy or tough is this going to be? It's a bastion, of course. Nobody has won other than the family for a long time there. I think only 3 elections they have. Congress party has not won in Raebareli in our history. So, is this a bastion? Is it a cakewalk for Rahul? What does it look like?
It's of course not going to be a cakewalk for Rahul. This is going to be a difficult seat. There was a time, and when people in Amethi and Raebareli used to say that either they do some developmental work or whether they ignore any developmental work. The association of Gandhi family with this area gives us an international profile. They have not traveled internationally, but even then they used to say, हमारा देश विदेश में नाम है, लोग वहां से भी पूछने आते हैं, विदेशी जर्नलिस्ट लोग आते हैं, विदेश से लोग आते हैं.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what they say of Modi also. Modi ने हमारा इज्जत बढ़ा दिया. हालांकि most of us will never leave the shores of this country.
Yeah, but then there was some substance. Modi actually has done something internationally for the country. Here was a situation when Amethi and Raebareli, Amethi in particular, was very backward. Raebareli, because it's on main stretch from, if you drive from Lucknow, it's a highway, you straight away reach to Raebareli. In Raebareli, there was some HMT factory or something, which Indira Gandhi long ago was established during initial years of Congress's rule. But those factories were kind of closed, completely defunct. And one thing which they used to showcase was a recent building, a shiny building, was IIFT, Indian Institute of Fashion Technology building. But fashion technology building did not bring anything to people of Amethi because number of students were also small. The faculty used to come from Lucknow. There was nothing else. But the psyche that Priyanka Gandhi would come, wave, and they were very, very happy. In 2017 assembly election, I sensed a difference between what people used to think before and people thought in 2017 assembly election, and that was reflected in 2019 parliamentary poll elections. When people started saying कि हाथ हिलाने से नहीं होता, बहुत हाथ हिला लिया, बहुत आकर के ऐसे ही कह करके का भैया का होता है कह करके चले जाते हैं, and nothing is happening, there is no developmental work. And remember, Samajwadi Party never put up a candidate in Amethi or Raebareli. Even if they gave a candidate, in the end that candidate had practically withdrawn. There was strong support from Mulayam Singh Yadav when Mulayam Singh government, Raebareli got uninterrupted electricity supply unlike other places. But then in Amethi itself, Aditi Pratap Singh father, the BJP, now in BJP, the MLA from Amethi Sadar, his father was Akhilesh Prasad Singh, was a very strong man, and he never allowed Congress party to win from Amethi Sadar assembly segment. Of course, the assembly elections were different, and that was reflected in 2019 elections, because since 2014, first, BJP started giving projects to Raebareli, projects to Amethi. Even BJP still does not have Raebareli seat in their command. BJP now has Amethi in their command, but they started making developmental works in Amethi and Raebareli. Rahul Gandhi was at best a visitor in Raebareli, and so therefore, this is going to be a very, very difficult election for Rahul Gandhi.
I'll just show this graph to buttress the points that you just made, Sanjay. Let's look at the last 4 elections. Two of them are, of course, assembly elections, and two of them are Lok Sabha elections. In Lok Sabha election 2014, as the map shows, Congress won the Congress won the Raebareli seat, which is Sonia Gandhi, of course, and she won all the five segments, all the five assembly segments of the parliamentary seat. Same in 2019. Sonia won the election and she won all the assembly segments also. But in 2017 assembly elections, you can see that Congress has won only two assembly segments out of the five. And BJP won one and BJP won two and SP won one. And in 2022, which is the latest or the most recent election, you can see there is no Congress at all in the assembly elections. Congress has been completely kind of kicked out of the assembly segments. It still holds of course, the Raebareli seat, of course. But SP has moved in strongly and BJP holds Raebareli. The actual, like I think what you were just saying, that BJP has started putting out projects in Raebareli. Maybe that's a reflection of it. So that is where, so do you think, in the light of this changing, voting patterns in these elections, do you think the Congress, the BJP candidate might have a chance, might put up a stronger resistance to Rahul than anticipated?
Surely. Plus, Congress has in the current assembly only has 3 or 4 MLAs. You can imagine 3-4 MLAs in 403 members strong UP assembly. Right. Also, now the BJP is going to concentrate in Raebareli. Amethi, of course, is a lost case for Congress. So they are going to focus on Raebareli, and there are many points for the BJP to talk, particularly for the leadership. I'll not be surprised if Prime Minister Modi does a public rally there, if Home Minister Amit Shah does a rally there, and Yogi Adityanath, of course. Raebareli was a very pampered seat when Sonia Gandhi was there. Of course, Sonia Gandhi has not visited Raebareli even once, to best of my information, not even once since the time she won in 2019. Of course, her margin.
She's been unwell most of the time. Yeah.
Even if she was lately, she has been traveling to places, but then she has not visited to her constituency, and her visits even otherwise were not too many. It was Priyanka Gandhi who was managing, and the person out there, Kishore Lal Sharma, who is now candidate for Amethi. That Rahul Gandhi again at best had made his cameo presence in Raebareli, not much in and therefore Dinesh Pratap Singh put up a strong fight in last elections. So Rahul Gandhi, and whatever Rahul Gandhi said about UP being kind of the politics in the heartland in North India is superfluous, and and all these things are going to come back to haunt Rahul Gandhi. Also, the last minute call as to why भाग गया, डर गया, last minute यहाँ से आया है. People have kind of started counting on two things: A, what you do in terms of your credibility as to what you have delivered, and B, what you can promise to deliver based on whatever your credibility is. Rahul Gandhi, unfortunately, has not been able to make any waves. Even I'm not sure Rahul Gandhi had gone to Amethi during his Bharat Joro Nyaya Yatra. I'm not sure whether he touched to Raebareli or not. Even if he touched, okay. He touched Amethi. I'm not sure whether he went to Raebareli, which is actually adjacent to these two seats are adjacent. Rahul Gandhi is going to be in a very, very tough spot in these elections. This morning, when Rahul Gandhi, he is a reluctant person to contest there. Let's put it that way. Rahul Gandhi is a very, very reluctant candidate. He was called a reluctant prince, reluctant politician, so on and so forth. He is a very, very reluctant candidate from Raebareli, what was considered a family borough. And if Rahul Gandhi gets defeated by Dinesh Pratap Singh, what happens to Congress party? That again is a question that would loom large in Rahul Gandhi's mind and Congress rank and file's mind.
Yeah. So that brings us to the last section. I think now let's look at what would be the Congress strategy. See, the way I see it, I'd invite your opinion on it. If Rahul Gandhi had not come back to UP, right, then re-entering UP in a subsequent election would have been impossible, right? He needed to come back, right? Then he had two choices. One, to go to Amethi and take back his seat from Smriti Irani, which is the tougher of the two. And the other option was to conveniently, Sonia had vacated Raebareli, so he could go to Raebareli. And since there is a greater chance, if Raebareli is, let's say, 60-40 or 70-30, this would have been 40-60 or 50-50 at best, Amethi. So the greater chance of losing Amethi. So if he had lost Amethi, which is a bigger possibility, then once again his politics would have, the Gandhi family politics would have been completely in danger, right? But if he went to Raebareli, he's achieving two things. One is he's coming back to UP. You cannot hope to revive the Congress party without the Congress family, first family, returning to UP politics or heartland politics, right? And because Sonia is also now from Rajasthan, not from MP from UP, let us say. So, since there are lesser chances of him losing Raebareli, isn't this a better option that he chose Raebareli so that next time there is a slight door open for the Congress? There is a Congress family scion holding a seat in UP, so it's not all lost. Would that have been one of the strategies?
That's a valid point to make, but the other thing which is being talked about is that if Rahul Gandhi wins, he has to vacate either Raebareli or Amethi. If because Wayanad is one seat where given his alliance, Congress Party's alliance with Muslim League, Congress is again going to Rahul Gandhi can win from that seat from Wayanad again. If he wins from both seats, he'll vacate Raebareli, and when he vacates Raebareli, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra would be a candidate, could be candidate from this particular seat, and therefore Gandhi's kind of presence would continue in Raebareli. Now, a counter to that would be, as Prime Minister today said, that first it was Sonia Gandhi who conceded defeat from Raebareli. He did not name Sonia Gandhi, but it was clearly known as to who that particular reference was. She went to, as you said, she got a Rajya Sabha membership from Rajasthan, not from UP, because in UP, because Congress has 1% of MLAs in UP Assembly. And therefore, this conversation, because election is a very dynamic process, and when you make certain points, when you and people judge as to what is happening, as it is in UP, that aura of Gandhi family in these two constituencies, in any case, has diminished. And as you saw in last parliamentary election, poll figures, voting pattern in Raebareli also. So with that aura having been diminished, and thereafter this Rahul Gandhi coming as a reluctant candidate, this has its implications. So that this election is going to be tough for Rahul Gandhi. For the second point, of course, the Congress rank and file, today they are making a brave front. UP Congress chief, for instance, Ajay, he was saying, Rahul, since Rahul Gandhi has come, अब हम सारी सीटें जीत जाएंगे, यूपी में एकदम उनकी लहर बन जाएगी, वो सारे इलाके को अफेक्ट करेंगे और केंद्र में हमारी काफी मजबूत सरकार बनेगी. So when he says that, and he is generally a person who says things with confidence, and there is a certain enthusiasm you can see on his face. But today, while saying this thing, making a brave front, he also looked very grim. So I'm not sure as to what message that conveys to party's ordinary rank and file. Beyond some workers who, in any case, would come with band baja, what kind of message it conveys? Uh, Samajwadi Party, some of Samajwadi Party leaders down the line, whom I spoke, they're not also very happy of Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi, none from Gandhi family contesting, and the kind of message it sends. So therefore, for optics, this is bad. Of course, for Congress workers making a brave front that they have not deserted UP, they will hope against hope perhaps, or hope that Rahul Gandhi does well in Raebareli to keep their flag going.
What about the other option of Rahul winning both Wayanad and Raebareli and retaining Raebareli? Does that not make more sense? Because he returns to mainland heartland politics.
Yeah, if they choose, that would be their decision. But as you know, the Gandhi family decision making in Congress party and Gandhi family, I don't know, that would again be a very suspenseful and decision. That would be kind of, if that happens, that would be a great talking point post June 4.
Yeah, but isn't it good for the Congress party that the family has returned to UP? Just that optic, isn't that a good optic for the Congress party? Not immediately. See, maybe in a sense.
That can be good.
Whatever they have chosen.
That can be good optics for Congress party and for Gandhi family. But beyond optics, if you see Rahul Gandhi contested from Wayanad in last parliamentary election, and Congress swept Kerala, because there was a feeling that for the first time Kerala can make somebody from Kerala, a leader who contested from here, can become prime minister.
Yeah.
That sentiment was there, and the Congress swept. If they leave from Kerala and retain Raebareli, that would be interesting thing to see.
For the BJP, of course, like Modi has already started saying that Bhagya, Wayanad bhi chhod dega. But can you and I agree that it's not fear of losing Wayanad? I don't think he's losing Wayanad. I think it's a specific, deliberate choice to tell the nation and the Congress party that no, I'm re-entering UP. I'm not kind of fleeing from UP. I'm there. I have one foothold there. That I think is a good thing for the party, isn't it?
First part, I think you are correct. Wayanad, he is in a safe side. He's sitting pretty there. The second, I don't think the way it has gone, if Rahul Gandhi had decided or announced his candidature some time back, or even when he was contesting from Wayanad, Modi announced his candidature from Surat and from Banaras, and people actually do so. There are multiple examples. In this particular case, this is neither a good optics, announcing the suspense going till last minute. That I don't think is either good for optics or for the narrative they want to build.
I concede that point. I concede that point because this doesn't seem to be coming from a position of strength. Modi demonstrating from Vadodara to Varanasi is a position of strength, saying that, well, I've been a Gujarat politician, but here I am coming straight to the heartland, right? So that comes from a position of strength. So Rahul is not, by doing what the party has done, keeping this stupid suspense all this while, I concede that they have lost the plot. They could have made a very strong, confident announcement much earlier, saying that Rahul Gandhi will come from Raebareli. There they missed a trick, I'm sure. But I think coming back to UP is not a bad idea, because you could not have been seen in one election. The entire Sonia Gandhi has moved away from UP. Rahul is also not contesting from UP. It would have been disaster for this party for the next phase of elections, whenever that is, right? So in a sense, so that's my last question to you. Has Rahul Gandhi, कहते हैं ना, मतलब it's like he's living today to fight another fight tomorrow. So it's not coming from a position of strength, but he's making the best out of the worst situation that of a bad situation that the party is. So has he decided, okay, let's put my ring in UP, and आगे जीतेंगे तो आगे फिर fight होगा. Uh, it will be a disaster, of course, if he loses Raebareli, which once again doesn't look, as I said, it's maybe 60-40 right now, who knows. But since if he wins, there is this little door open in UP for the Congress party. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, that's a correct assessment to make. But again, if you see, here is a situation where Rahul Gandhi went there, and the Congress's prospect, as it is not very great in North India.
Yes.
Ideally, Congress should have contested, taken this very seriously, because Congress and BJP are pitted head to head in about over 200 seats. And if you go by last parliamentary elections result, it was 90% to the BJP and only 10% to the Congress. Rahul Gandhi coming here, that's good for Rahul Gandhi, good for Congress. At least they have some talking point to say Rahul Gandhi भागा नहीं घर आ गया है, घर नहीं तो माँ के घर आ गया है, अपने घर नहीं तो माँ के घर आ गया. So that kind of at least gives some talking point to the Congress people. Otherwise, the situation would have been even worse for the Congress party. So they at least get some talking points. Yes.
Great. Thanks a ton, Sanjay. I think we agree on that. On the point that Congress has finally shown intent that it wants to take the fight into the future. I think this election is pretty much a goner.
Can I make a last comment?
Yes.
See, those in the Congress party say Rahul, his age is on his side. He is very young. And they clearly forget that Yogi Adityanath is younger to him and Amit Shah is marginally older to him.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, great. On that note, thanks a ton. Thanks for inputs. Maybe we'll have you more often on SoSouth, Sanjay. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you, viewers.